Hey, what's up, guys? So I want to talk about reprints as far as, just like making a profit, as far as getting rid of reprints, or essentially waiting until a reprint comes out. Maybe you're waiting to build a deck, but you don't want to pay tons of money, so you're going to wait for it to get reprinted, or maybe that you sell cards and you're afraid of a card getting reprinted, so you get rid of it, before they announce the reprint. Because once the reprint is announced, you essentially can't sell the card for as much as, it was the day before the reprint when it was announced. But one thing I wanted to mention, I do another series called Card You Should Pick Up. And I mentioned this card in my last episode, and you know what? It went up in price. But that said, if you guys want to check out the previous episode of cards you should trade for, down below in the description box you can check that. I'll put an annotation up as well because this video is kind of more for people looking to invest into cards or sell cards because they're afraid of reprints. So yeah, that said, Breakthrough Skill, very awesome card, but it's already it's already up there. I mean, you can pick them up, but it's a pretty good card. One thing I wanted to mention as far as reprints go, as far as the way Konami does it. This is one thing I've noticed personally. They don't essentially reprint cards that are used for one deck as fast as they will reprint for something like, for example, Maxi or Card D. Now, I feel like Card D will probably, every card eventually will probably see a reprint, but cards like Maxi and Card D, you can use them in a lot of decks. And the thing is, Maxi already has its reprint, and Card D, is a contender to get reprinted relatively soon. I don't know when, that said, but another thing, stuff like Wind Up Zenmains, this card got reprinted so fast. I was actually really surprised how fast that card got reprinted, but it was a pretty hot card. And then next up, I want to talk about cards that, haven't got reprinted, and they really need to reprint. Like, how many times have Karakuri topped, and where's our reprint for Karakuri Bure? And another thing is, we need a reprint for this card, man. This card is so hard to find, and on top of that, every time we find it, it's like damaged. But yeah, Harpy's Pet Dragon is definitely a card that needs to get reprinted. But that said, everyone's looking for the reprint of Big Eye. Now, obviously you're safe with Dracosack. Don't worry about Dracosack. You don't need to wait for a reprint. Otherwise, you're gonna be waiting for quite a long time. But who knows? Sometimes they surprise us all the time. Like, I really felt like Rescue Rabbit and Zenmains, those got reprinted really fast. But a card like Big Eye actually already had its reprint. Here's the reprint for Big Eye. This one actually came out in Legendary Collection Yugioh's World. This is the reprint of Big Eye. I love when people are like, yeah, I got a playset of Big Eyes. But yeah, in all seriousness, Big Eye could be a contender to get reprinted. Like I said, you can't really take someone's word for it. Like, if I tell you guys, Big Eye's gonna get reprinted, guys, that's not 100% for sure, but you can look at cards that deserve a reprint, and a lot of the decks that are coming out will require stuff like Big Eye. And there's actually another rank 7 that's gonna come out that's actually gonna be really meta. I did a review on it. The card is actually called Number 74, Master of Blades. Now, that card's actually going to be really good. So, we could not even really need Big Eye. If you've ever played Mirror Match and Dragons, it's just Big Eyes all day. But Number 74 will completely change that aspect of the game, because you can't go for anything and try to kill Number 74, because he'll be like, negate pop. And so, if you guys want to check out that card, I'll put another link down below in the description box just to help you guys out, make it easier for you guys. But yeah, because I have a lot of players ask me all the time, do I think this card's getting reprinted? And the thing is, I can give you my estimations. My estimation on this card was spot on. I was stoked for that. There's a lot of things that are just predictions in Yu-Gi-Oh! That is how you, essentially make a profit, or get more cards, or better cards essentially. When you trade, is to look ahead of the game. Look at the long-term effects of a card like Breakthrough Skill. When it came out, I don't know, it was probably like 1/4 or 1/5 of the price that it is right now. This card's just a really good card overall. There's nothing where Breakthrough Skill isn't really good against. I guess it doesn't hit normal monsters, but realistically, this card's actually really good. And I did mention it before in my previous video of cards you should trade for. But like I said, as far as reprints go, look at the way that they are reprinting cards. It's more so they're reprinting cards that everyone really needs to help out their decks, rather than just one specific card. Like I said, one specific cards versus, variety. One specific cards, variety. Alright, so I hope this helps you guys out determine if you want to, wait to pick up a card, or, get it immediately because, it's just not going to happen for a reprint relatively soon. But another thing I want to mention, Quasar, probably one of those cards that, gets reprint, even though it's specifically geared towards one deck. That deck's not really doing anything at the moment. I still think a first turn Quasar is good. I've seen that deck, you pull out, if you get 2 Quasars, you basically win. That's basically like an Exodia right there. Very difficult for anyone to come out of, unless you reveal Exodia, which they can't negate because it's a win condition. But anyways, that said, have a great day. Asian Eyes, signing out.